What is good, people? It is the NijiPodcast talking about episode 6 of Love Live Nijigasaki season 2. I'm joined here with my co-host, Everything Animated. EA, you want to say something to the people?
Hello, everybody. It is I, Everything Animated, and we're already halfway through the season.
Yeah.
Where's this time going? I feel like we just started. What happened?
I feel like part of the reason why it feels like the season is going by so fast is because our first podcast we started off talking about 2 episodes, so just that alone makes it feel an episode faster. But no, you're right. It feels like this season especially has been going by pretty fast, and I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I'm watching so much basketball. I'm distracted by all the games going on.
Yeah, so many crazy games. Your team, my team, other teams.
Yeah,
Crazy.
good day for sports, but we're not here to talk about sports. We're here to talk about the idols. So yeah, let's begin. How did you feel about this episode overall?
Well, uh, way to build up this tension into thinking, because I remember we had all these theories last week
Mm-hmm.
where we thought this was going to happen, this was going to happen, but at the end of the day, nothing happened. So it was kind of a letdown, to be honest. Like, I still enjoyed it. I still had fun times watching it. It's just there's still no real threat or antagonist or any kind of like danger. Nothing. It was really just one of those, oh, we found out that Setsuna was such and such. Oh, that's okay. I won't say anything. That was that was essentially it.
Yeah. Um, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like this episode. It's the first episode I've said this about, and this isn't because my theory wasn't proven right or something like that. I've been wrong about plenty of other series I've watched, read. The problem I have is what you talked about. The whole tension to Setsuna's identity, or I guess Nana's identity as Setsuna, was completely circumvented in this episode. There was no reason for her to keep up her secret identity if it led to this. It What was the point of that teaser in the last episode to where I can't call her Mifune now because her sister. So now I'm calling her by her first name, which is Shioriko. What was the point of Shioriko finding that information out, or what was the point of us being teased towards that if she then overhears it, confronts her on it, and then goes, "I'm going to keep your secret," and then later Setsuna reveals it to everyone anyways. So
Right.
what was the point?
There was absolutely no point. It was just a cock tease. It was nothing more than just to get you hyped for the next episode and only to be let down in the next episode. It was just there it served no purpose.
Yeah, and yeah, that's pretty much it. It was really just to entice you for next episode, like what's going to happen now that Shioriko found out Setsuna's identity. Well, nothing happened. There was no reason for her specifically to find that information out, and nothing was done with that information. It, I just don't understand it. And then with Setsuna's whole reveal to her mother and everybody else, that in of itself, like her revealing that to her mother, has some weight to it, but I feel like it's lost on us as an audience because we've never heard her struggle with keeping these identities intact.
Right. Right. She doesn't have a superhero complex. She's not like Spider-Man where she's got to balance both the idol life and also the normal life at the same time. It's just she seems pretty well off and nobody seems to be none the wiser of her identity. You know what I mean?
Oh, and just that moment when she reveals it, the fact that
Oh.
it took her to take off the glasses, change up her hair, put the little hairband in there. Oh my god, what?
Oh, I saw that and I was just like, oh hell no. What is this? It's like, I am not who you think I am. I am Setsuna. Oh my god!
Oh my god. Never would have guessed. Oh my
All she had to
goodness.
do was let down her hair, take off her glasses, and put a little chip in her hair. That's all. That's all it took.
Yeah, and we found out in the beginning of the episode that this has been a thing that people have been wanting to know. We had the Motion Picture Club come in there, and they're like, "Well, we want to uncover the mystery of Setsuna. Who is she? We've heard that she is actually an actress or something like that. What was the point of us
Right.
finding that out?"
And that she's an alien or something. It's like, oh no, yeah, that the whole mystery is gone, especially when you when you just have it just out in the open like that.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it was like the whole dramatic irony thing. We knew, but nobody else knew. At least people outside of the club. But yeah, it was just no reason for that. And I'm getting tired of a lot of these moments with no build up because, as I said last episode, as we both said last episode, it's a lot of coincidences happening, and usually I'm all right with things, but the Shioriko thing was just so bad. The way she just so happened to overhear Setsuna talk about her secret identity, right place,
Right.
right time, and then it was another coincidence because just last episode she found a little hairpin thing on her, so she was kind of suspicious already. So like it's just bad build up to these moments.
Either either Nafumi is the world's greatest detective or Setsuna is the world's worst uh what would you want to call it? I don't know. She's just terrible at just keeping secrets.
I guess you could call her, I don't know, a spy doing
She's the
espionage.
she's the world's worst spy. She can't keep a secret hidden identity for shit. And to be honest, how the fact that nobody figured out it was her for all these, I don't know, years or months or whatever, how many times has passed, is beyond me. Because this person who was barely even trying found out that it was her.
Yeah, and the
She
thing
just walked in, is just like, oh, are you Setsuna?
Yeah, and the thing is, Setsuna has been an idol. She was in the original idol group because remember the whole idol group broke up and then they
Oh
reformed
yeah,
again. So
that's right.
she was one of the original members, and yeah, I mean that whole thing was just them not knowing. I was just, I just suspended my disbelief of it and just chalked it up to maybe they think that it's not possible for the student council president to be an idol and have that flip in her personality, because they act completely different. But it doesn't matter because it led to really nothing, and it was disappointing.
It was a huge letdown. It
Yeah.
really was.
Uh.
Like Nofumi didn't try to use it against her, nothing. It was just, ah, don't worry, I won't say nothing.
Yeah. I mean, she didn't need to say anything. She was just gonna say it herself. So. Uh,
Right, even then that so let's not tell anybody, just so that I can tell everybody. Yeah, okay.
see, because I don't want anybody. First, we have Morgan the God in the chat. What's good, Morgan? Um, I
Morgan.
I don't want people to think that the conclusion of what happened in this episode is what we're having an issue with. It's not. It's not the destination. It's the execution. Because if you
Absolutely.
wanted to go this whole route of Setsuna revealing her identity to everybody else, this needs to build up identity since the beginning. But it was
Hmm.
never focused on other people at the point in the show until this episode. Everything that happened associated with Setsuna was resolved in one single episode, 20 minutes. It just that's not a good way to do it.
Right. And I feel like the even half the episode, it took them, I don't know, like 8 to 10 minutes to resolve everything, and everything else was just, cute idol stuff and singing. It
Yeah.
just was. Yeah, I was pretty disappointed in this I agree with you. It's the whole it's the execution of everything because you know we have all these different stories and all these different characters all doing different things, and I feel like the first season really, especially with the writing, with all these different characters, especially with Rina and Kanata, and just you get to focus on each and every one. And I felt like all of it was done really well. But for some reason, season two just it's almost like they were told to make a second season and they ran out of ideas. So
Yeah.
so they're just adding a whole bunch of new characters and just doing new songs with new clicks with new girls, and it's just I don't know. It's really it's really kind of disappointing, to be honest.
Yeah, Nijigasaki never had a central plot because even in the first season, it was just this thing of every episode pretty much we're figuring out the backstories or what makes the characters tick individually. But even in that, we were forming a group, the idol group.
Right.
So that was still interesting. That was something we could look forward to. This
Absolutely.
season, we're working towards the festival, but there's nothing really character focused with that. It's just an event. That's all it is. It's not anything emotional that we're striving for or anything like that. So I was hoping with the whole Mifune thing or the Shioriko thing that if we had a central antagonist, it would tie all these characters together and just make for a more cohesive story. But as of things are now, it seems like they just have random plot points and they just go, okay, we're going to tackle this episode, and when we do it, we're just going to give you a little bit of the festival stuff just so you know that that's what we're trying to go for at the end of the show.
Right. Yeah, I I really don't know what else to say of this season other than that they're going to put on another festival, but this time it's going to be like three schools or something.
Yeah.
That's
What's the
that's
difference
it.
between this festival and the festival we had last season?
Nothing really. It's just that it's bigger and it's like got more school. I can't believe the issue in this episode, other than Setsuna, was the fact that, oh my God, we have a problem. There's too many people that want to perform at this festival. Oh no, what shall we do? And then they brainstormed, had no ideas. Let's just combine them all. You're a goddamn genius. Let's do that.
Yeah. Oh
Just-
man.
let's just have basically EDC, and just do it for 3 days, but call it Love Live 2. Or what did they call it? Idol Festival 2, or something like that. But
No
I
clue.
and also when it comes to, Langzhu, is she still kind of like on the fence of joining now?
I have no idea
I
what they're doing with their character.
Right, because like I feel like there are some episodes where we're focused on her, and then other ones she's just kind of non-existent or crushing over you, and it just like there's no real resolve in that. And I still feel like at the end of it all, Langzu's gonna be like, "Okay, girls, I'll join you," and then that's gonna be it, with no rhyme or reason, but only because the script said so.
Yeah, I will. When you said that the first time, I was definitely opposed to it, but the way things are going this season, I can't see it going any other way because this show seems to shy away from the conflict side of things at every given opportunity. And even when it does embrace it, it's just there for a single episode. There hasn't been anything, a lingering plot point that I've been interested with this season so far. So
Yeah.
it is disappointing. I mean, at the end of the day, I've never held Love Live in a super high standard. So
Hmm.
like I just enjoy it. But if we're going to talk
Right.
about Love Live, we have to talk about it in all honesty. So that's just how it is. So anybody listening, it sounds like I'm going hard on Love Live, but it's still a show I'm going to enjoy. It's just I definitely expected a little better. I didn't expect the
Right,
world, but
right.
yeah.
And I think it kind of comes from the fact that the first season to me really surprised me.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like, and I agree with you, like Love Live is not, it's probably not going to compete with some of the greatest animes ever, not even this season, not even the past 10, 5 years, whatever have you, but still, it's fun, it's entertaining, and it's just kind of, you know what you're getting whenever you watch these idol anime, and that's okay, because they're fun. They're just made to be that way, but I think when it comes to this particular season, the first season, I wasn't expecting much, and then it blew me away. But then, when the second season comes around, it's just like you're kind of putting it up on this pedestal, expecting it to be just as good, if not better. I mean, why not? And then when it kind of like falls through where it's just not that way, you're just kind of left back going, oh, well, I guess they just kind of ran out of ideas.
Yeah.
I was just, kind of like a little hype on it. And yeah,
Yeah, it just makes me go, damn. I never I was so happy that this show was different from all the other Love Lives and that it didn't have that central plot of we have to
right,
save the school because they've done it
right.
with every single one except for this one. But now I'm going, damn, if they had a plot like that, I would probably be more interested in what's going on right now.
Right. I feel like the only real dire thing that happened was Ai's sister was dying of something, and we still don't know what her sickness was. It just kind of she was just kind of sick, sucked at bowling, and then was better because she sang with she sang with uh-oh.
I
Karen, thank you.
oh
I no, I was drawing a blank. I was singing with Karen, and she was better, and she's like, "You go follow your dreams. I no longer have cancer." It's like,
and
okay,
apparently she wants to be Oz rival, whatever that means.
yeah,
It's like you're 30. What do you want to rival her in?
I know. You want to like just rub some dirt in her eye?
I don't know.
I'm gonna throw some dirt in your eye.
I mean, we know I plays basketball. Maybe she wants to hoop with her.
I mean, yeah, Ai's pretty athletic. She'll run hoops around her.
Yeah. Light Rule in the chat said, "Hello, who's your favorite lolly from the show?" Um, that's a
It's
bad
not a
question.
lolly in this show.
Yeah, bad question. Like, do better. Rephrase that question. But talking about some other things in the episode other than disappointment. Um, we started this. We started off with the Motions Picture Club that came in, and I was surprised that they didn't focus on it. But did you notice on one girl who was extremely tired?
Yeah, I did. I did notice that. It looked like she hadn't slept for days, if not weeks, and she's just like, "So, what would you like to talk about and do?" Just talking to the camera.
It kind of surprised me because Love Live always has these super cute designs. So when you see a character like that, they really stand out towards you. So I was like, is anybody
Right.
going to call her out? Like, damn, are you going to go to sleep at some point? But no, they were just like, no, that's just how she looks. So I was like, okay.
I'm surprised, as tired as Kanata is, she doesn't look like that.
Oh, Kanada's definitely always going to get her sleep. So I highly doubt there's a day that Kanata is sleep deprived.
Okay, I guess you're right. Since she does actually sleep, she probably won't have those bags,
Yeah,
but she still kind of has those tired-looking eyes,
yeah.
but without the bags.
Baggy eyes would definitely want to be Kanata.
Hmm.
Because apparently Kanata can do all of this stuff. She can be an idol. She can still do her schoolwork, and she has a job, and she takes care of her little sister. So I don't know where she gets to sleep exactly, but it seems like she picks her spots very carefully.
She falls asleep when they're warming up. They'll be warming up doing musical things, and she'll just fall backwards. Ah.
That's so impressive, though. The fact that she can still remember songs and still perform and everything.
Yeah, yeah, she's a hardworking girl.
Huh? Um, and then there was, I don't know why I wrote this down, but I don't know. I thought it was funny. The one girl when they were doing a joint festival
Oh my god.
meeting,
The
and then she just said, "Give up, no idea."
that's she American?
I
Because
guess.
she's blonde, blue eyes.
Yeah, if you're
Uh
blonde, you're
give up
American.
no idea.
Because
I look
I was trying to
oh,
think. I was like, yeah, both of these characters feel like characters I would like.
oh
Because
my god.
Sleepy Girl, that's definitely me on any weekday, and then give up, no idea. That is a phrase I say very often.
I just found her character. She has to be American because her name is Jennifer.
Oh yeah, that's yeah. America.
And she's got the red, white, and blue in her scrunchies.
What
She's
did you
definitely American.
What did you search to find her? Blonde girl, love live.
I just clicked on the Love Live Nijigasaki and she showed up as a character.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she's most likely American.
Yeah. There was her, and then there was that other character that you put in the thumbnail. Who's a
Oh,
thief. Dirty, dirty thief.
Sakuya Kurobane. I really like that last name by the way, but yeah, she had the whole Chunibyo thing,
Hmm.
and of course this is a character trope. Obviously I'm being facetious when I say that she's still in Yohane's flow, but for the sake of my agenda, she stole Yohane's whole flow. What are you doing? She's up there talking to spirits in her head, doing the pose and everything. That's Yohane. Yohane was the only idol who was doing stuff like that. Get out of here.
Yeah, she definitely did steal that shit. I mean, I never watched any of Sunshine, but I only know of her because of you and everything, all the gifs and videos I've seen of her. She seems like a very fun character.
Definitely. She is a devil worshipping idol. You are not going to get that in any other idol. That is insane.
That is really absurd when you think about it.
And she's
All
like the
this,
sweetest person ever.
all these other girls like these cute little alpacas and all these little cats and stuff. And Johanne's like the devil.
Yeah,
I love him.
she's like Satan bestow me upon these powers. I'm like, what? What?
Is that how she's able to sing really well?
I Yeah. She has extremely bad luck though, so maybe the devil's luck isn't a thing.
Hmm.
Yeah. I mean, she was a minor character, so it's not like it matters, but she kind of stood out to me, and she had a very similar name to, I guess that's her twin sister, Sakura Kurobane. So
Hmm.
then they were characters, random ass characters from Shion Girls Academy, which is supposed to mean something to us, I guess. We have too many characters.
I've never even heard of that academy. And then they just pop up acting all like, look at me, I'm the Chinubyo character. Look at me, I am the quiet, very stoic,
Robot.
soft spoken type. Yep. I It's like, who is you?
Yeah, I don't know who these people are, or am I supposed to care?
Right.
Uh,
Right. I don't care one way or another. But hey, they're gonna join the festival now and do their song and dance.
Woo!
Hooray.
Yay!
Speaking of song and dance,
Oh.
we finally got a song in this one.
Oh yes, with our new unit, Azuna.
Azuna. And that was the same group from the last episode, but then they decided to sing it here and not
Hmm.
last episode, which I'm okay. Well, I guess as long as they performed, because I demand a song, damn it.
Yeah, and Azuna is taking syllables or parts of their names from each character. So the I
Right.
comes from Ayuma, the Zu comes from
He's
Shizuku. and
Uh-huh.
the Na comes from Setsuna or Nana, depending on how you look at it. So
Right.
name this time at least has some relevance towards, or we can figure out why they named this group this.
Right.
So I
Better
guess that's a
than
good thing.
Driver Diva.
Yeah, Diva. What? What were y'all cooking when y'all named that? Which one of you are diving? I guess it's I.
She has to be. She's the sports one. She got to dive. If freaking if freaking Karine was to dive, she'd get lost in the ocean.
Oh my goodness! If Karine can't make it just to a GPS routed area, if she went to the ocean, mind you, experienced sailors get lost at sea. If Karine was at the helm, Jesus, and you might as well just live in the ocean at that point.
Right. She's gonna start her new anime life on that island in Are You Lost? With all those other girls.
It'll be funny if she fucks around and just like discovers a whole new continent. Eh?
Eh? Could you tell me how to find my way back home?
Yeah, that would be even funnier. Like she discovers it and she doesn't care. She's just like, yeah, just take me back home. This is
Like, do you have
cool and all.
directions? Do you know the right way to Japan?
We are
Yes.
school idols.
We are called Muse.
We are Diva Diva.
Even better. We are Diver Diva. They just look at her like, she looks delicious. Let's eat her.
I mean, that's probably the first time they just seen a random blue hair girl, so makes sense.
Mm-hmm. It
Um,
has to taste delicious. She's got different colored hair than us. Let's do it.
yeah. Oh yeah, we had Shioriko's sister, Kayaruko, who she said this last time we seen her. She mentioned that she was a student teacher, but
Yeah.
we actually seen her doing her thing, or at least just go to the classroom.
Right. She kind of really didn't do much. She just walked in there and I knew it was her because you see the red tips and it's just like, well, guess she's gonna be teaching you somehow. She's gonna be like, you can discover the power within you.
All right, she's gonna be fucking Yoda.
Maybe she's gonna be on her back like Yoda.
Oh god.
Just teaching her, strong with the force you are. Now play that piano.
Well, we know that she's a college student, so she's probably around like aged 20, 21, or 20. Yeah, she could be.
I'm gonna say 20.
Yeah, probably. That's probably most likely because the way it seems, she's still close to her sister. Not to say that if you're older, you can't be closer to your siblings, but it seems like they're more. It doesn't seem like there's a big age gap between those two, at least with the way she was acting.
Right. And she's a very huggy sister too. She loves her sister. She's gonna be loving you when you give her time.
Did you see how you looked at her?
My God.
The way you looked at her, it was like this look of, wow, got my next target.
She's ready to claim another one.
And I swear to you, you joked about her getting with like a teacher or something. So
I did.
she's just going off this checklist. Like teacher, sleepy idol, I don't know, fucking plumber, basketball player, president,
Yeah.
prime minister.
A polar bear.
What the fuck? She just gets bored just to see if she can do it.
Right. She's just like, I already know I can get people to fall in love with me. What about actual species of creatures?
Oh my goodness. I mean, we saw that the cat and they gave it a name, but I'm not gonna remember.
I don't remember it either.
The cat might be in love with Rina and Mia-chan.
Yeah. If anything, the cat's name is like Jonathan or something. It's always like a guy's name.
Or something. I don't remember, but
Jonathan.
that seems to be the link between Mia and everybody else because I just like how they don't write any natural scenes with Mia. The only time she interacts with people is when she interacts with you because they're both in the same class. Makes sense. Or when this cat shows up. That's the only way she'll talk to anybody else.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty cute. Rena was just like, you pet the cat under the chin like this. And Eyes just like, give me some sugar. Give me that. And she's like, stop it. Stop recording me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was a weird scene too because it didn't really lead up to anything. I was like,
Really?
why is Mia and Rena talking? What are they going to do something with these two characters? I guess not.
I if it leads into something, maybe the next couple episodes, then maybe. But if that whole scene was just to be like, "Oh, look, it's a cat, so cute," then yeah, it's annoying.
Yeah. And man, I feel like that's probably it.
I think so too. I don't know much of else. There wasn't even an after credits scene in this one. Wait, no, there was. I take that back. And it was basically it's hinting at Mifune wanting to join the idols. And I feel like the next episode is going to be very heavy on Mifune.
At this point, just let her join. Just
Right.
let them all join.
She stumbled across your identity. Might as well just let her join. You know, it's like, oh, fuck it, just come in. Just put on an idol suit. You got it. It's yours.
Man, it's just because she says that she gives that hint out that you want to be a school idol. Was there any indication of that in any
Zero.
other episodes?
Nothing. There was nothing that showed that. Langsu, yes. Mia, not really. But Mifune's just kind of been
There,
I don't know. Just there. And then, like I said, she just miraculously stumbles across the president's identity, and then now all of a sudden she wants to be an idol.
yeah. I mean, I guess the only hint you could take away is the fact that she worked hard to make this joint event and to merge the culture festival with this idol festival, but that's not an indication in my opinion that she wanted to be an idol. That just showed you that she was, for one, competent in her job, and I guess two, is just she was efficient. It's
Right.
that's what it meant to me, at least. I've never looked at her and thought idol. She doesn't even seem to have that type of personality. But I mean, I guess there's no set personality when you have characters like Rena who are idols. But
It's kind of like My Dress Up Darling and how Gojo is really good at making cosplay. Is there anything at all that mentions him saying that he wants to dress up just like these girls that he,
mhm.
makes outfits for? I
Yeah.
mean, it would be kind of the same equivalent where he's just like, I've always wanted to be a cosplayer. It's like, how do you figure that?
Yeah. When did you want to do this exactly?
I mean, you've always been making, dolls and making all kinds of costumes, but never once, Gojo, did you say, "Yep, I want to be, I want to be a hentai girl."
Yeah. I mean, and not to say that characters need to explicitly say what they want to do, but
Sure.
there was no implication at all for this.
Right, right. She didn't like stare longingly at like Langzu singing, or she wasn't like listening to something in her headphones, just kind of like nodding her head to it. Just something that
Hmm.
kind of like gives a little substance.
Yeah.
It's just kind of it was just kind of like, oh, well, now she wants to be an idol. All right,
S-
cool.
So, okay, if we expect these characters to end up joining our girls, Do you think that they might form a unit with you, Shioriko, Langzu, and Mia?
I mean, all signs point to yes, just because, yeah, I really think that they would all be their own thing. You would probably just be on the piano. Mia would be on piano, but she'd probably sing too. Also, would yeah, Lingzu would sing and Meifune would sing as well. So I could see it happening. In fact, it's going to happen. It might not happen right away, but it will probably be the last episode or second to last episode. And yeah, it's going to happen. And then everyone will freaking topple on top of you and just love her again.
Yeah, pretty much what I look forward to now is you building up her harem. It's like
All the different
Pokemon,
ships.
you know.
Yeah, gotta catch them all.
I feel like you has more girls in her harem than Ash had Pokemon in maybe like the first season or so.
Fucking A. Ash would always give away his Pokemon at certain points. He would catch these really strong, really badass Pokemon, and then he'd be like, "Well, Charizard, it's time for you to go. Well, Butterfree, it's time for you to fly." It's like, what are you doing? Keep your Pokemon. Transfer them to Professor Oak or something if you don't want to carry them with you. But oh, that always pissed me off about Ash. He let his great Pokemon go.
Or he just doesn't use them.
That too. He always. I'm always use Pikachu. It's Pikachu's good, but don't get me wrong. Sometimes you don't want to use Pikachu. Sometimes you want to, you know, throw in Squirtle or Charizard or anyone else. But come on.
Yeah.
Especially when he had Primate. Primate was a badass Pokemon that he had. It was a tough one that it took him a long time to catch, and he finally got it, and then, well, I'm gonna give you away. Stupid Ash.
God damn it, Ash. But that is pretty much it for this episode. I feel like I seriously did not expect us. I say this every time, but for this episode in particular, I did not expect us to talk about it for as long as we did because, man, I was not high on this episode at all. Like,
Yeah.
Love Live Nijigasaki Season 2. I'm praying that you do better. I'm not saying this to bring malicious intent or to drag the series down for anybody else. I expect better because I've seen better from every iteration of Love Live, even Superstar, which is my least favorite Love Live. I've seen better from all of them. You can do better. I don't know if it's the same person writing this. I don't know where you guys are getting these ideas for these episodes, if it's borrowed from the game or whatever. Y'all can do better. Please.
Yeah. I absolutely agree. They just need to pull their shit together and just I know they can do it. I know they can make me smile at the end, but as of right now, I'm just kind of meh on the whole season, to be honest.
Yeah. Give us a Kazumi focus episode.
Oh my god, I would love that. Gambari yo. Gambari yo.
It's really hard to miss with Kazumi, in my opinion. It's really hard. And I'm so disappointed too because it's Setsuna and I love Setsuna. But man, this whole identity thing was fumbled. God.
It really was. They could have done so many other things with it, but instead it was another goofy moment. I feel
Hope. Can't even do it. You got to close us out by saying that, and that'll be the very last thing the stream hears.
okay.